Hey guys, it is me, Kisame Unlimited, and I am here making a video about Yu-Gi-Oh! Bullying. It's a subject that I wanted to talk about for a while, but before I get into this, like the video, it's greatly appreciated. If you care to make Underground a better channel, that's how you do it. It's the only thing I ask for, and if you do it, you make my day. And yeah, so please do it. It's greatly appreciated. And I would like this message to get more exposure. In my opinion, I have been Yugi-tubing for about 4 or 5 years. I'll say 5. Yeah, 5 years. Alright, so in this 5-year period, I've been on YouTube a lot. And YouTube is probably my favorite site. Now, out of Facebook, Twitter, Vine, every site imaginable, I always loved YouTube. As a kid, I was on a site before YouTube called Putfile, and I loved it, and I knew that at a very young age that I loved YouTube and wanted to do something on YouTube. And being a Yugi-tuber and having a big fan base like I do makes me very, very happy. Nobody ain't gonna make me feel like shit. I'm telling you that. A good example is through these years, I have gotten my share of a lot of negative comments. And you know what? It's how you process them which is what matters. Like, it's when you let it bother you and let it get to you is when they won. And I would never give anyone the satisfaction. I either mainly get comments that people don't like me because they compare me to Spidey, they don't like me because of my choices in the game, or they don't like me because I'm gay. I get one of them, always. And a good example is anytime when anyone comments to me, and leaves me a negative comment, the first thing I say to anybody is, if you don't like me, don't watch me. I've had one person comment to me, I've been watching this channel since 2012, and I fucking hate Kisame. Fuck Kisame. Fuck. Now you see, when I hear something like that, so I'm like, so you suffered in like fucking since 2012? So you're telling me for 4 years you endured someone you really didn't like? Why? So, you know how many, not Yugi-tubers, but overall YouTubers are out there in the fucking community? You know how many people you will find that your personality will be drawn to more? Like, a good example is, I can't make somebody like me. I can't. I don't care. I don't care to make someone, fall in love with me because I'm like, oh yeah, I need this sub. No. If you don't like me, fuck off. You see, people always say I'm very harsh and say, oh, Kisame is just like, oh, if you don't like me, get the fuck out. Because it's true. If you don't like me, don't watch me. That's a moral of a normal thing. One person said to me, it's like inviting someone in your house and then killing them. And I'm like, what? You know what it's like? If you come into my house and spill shit all over my floor and say you fucking hate my house, get the fuck out of my house. In the Yugi-tubing community, I'm not going to lie, there's probably 5 Yugi-tubers that I don't like. I'm not going to tell them, but there's 5 of them that I personally don't like. I'm not going to say who I don't like, but that's the moral. I don't like them. I don't watch them. I don't care. I don't care what they upload because I don't care enough about them to even give them the satisfaction. But you see, that's the point. If you don't like someone in the community, you don't watch them. Simple as that. But you want to know what it is? It's like, that's just one thing. Because another thing is, I don't fight with people because the biggest thing, if I would ever have to give anyone watching this video any advice to deal with somebody, it would be not to be bothered. Because sometimes people like me, I have a very, very strong opinion. And the worst part about me as a person is that I never go into an argument with someone narrow-minded. If I ever fight with a person, real life, online, wherever, I am never narrow-minded. I always put myself in the other person's shoes, and I always say, you know what, I see where you're coming from, and I always let my opinions be swayed by somebody else, because I feel like everyone has a point. No one goes into something stupid, in my opinion. That's wrong, but that's my opinion. And I always put myself in other people's shoes. But when I see someone that clearly doesn't give a fuck about me and doesn't even attempt to understand where I am coming from, you're wasting my time completely. And I've learned that with people online so much that the best way to deal with them is not to be bothered. Because I always say to myself, right before I want to leave a mean comment to someone that said something extremely rude to me, I say one thing to myself. I could sit down and state all the facts of why I'm right to this person, but they're never going to say, you know what, Kisame, you brought up so many valid points. I'm going to hear what you have to say. And I'm going to retract my original statement. You're right. I'm never going to get that. I'm never going to get that from anyone online. So instead of me saying all the facts and sit down on 20 minutes thinking of a perfect way to talk to somebody and say something where I don't offend somebody, and then only to get my words twisted, is just aggravating. It's stupid, and most of all, a waste of my time. That's just if you don't like me. Second of all, I'll compare the thing with Spidey. Now you see, a lot on this channel, you see myself, you see Spidey, and you see Yama. You don't see Yama very often because he works. And you don't see Spidey that often because Spidey has taken his hiatus on the channel. But Spidey did say every month he will upload 2 videos on this channel, which is something. And Spidey will always be compared to me. Because Spidey and me have been doing this channel for a very long time. However, I am the creator of the channel. I am the one that made the channel. And people, like, yet again, I can't make someone say, like, you know, this is my channel. This is my channel. My channel. But you see, people don't want to hear that. People are like, I like this person more than that person, so that person's points make more sense. But you see, I'm not going to talk to a person like that because they make no sense. But you see, I've been compared to Spidey a lot. And because I'm not, quote unquote, as funny as Spidey or have a better personality than Spidey, I'm judged very harshly, saying Spidey is the important one, Kisame's this, Kisame's that. And you want to know what it is? I appreciate Spidey for bringing in people as a funny attitude in the game. And Spidey has always made me laugh and has always been a great friend of mine. And personally, I enjoy his company. But the only thing I don't like is that I don't like being judged on somebody else, because I can't give you Spidey. If you want Spidey, I always say this to people, if you don't like me and you only come for Spidey, subscribe to Spidey's main channel. Don't subscribe here, because this is my channel, and you're mainly going to see me. Why would you subscribe to someone if you don't like that person? If you like Spidey, sub to him. No need to say, I hate you, I want him, but when I live here. That's basically saying, you know, I love your neighbor, but when he's always in your yard, I wish that he was here. Then go to my neighbor's house. Don't come here. That's just someone's just negative opinion of me. And I can't change someone's negative opinion. And that's fine. I don't care. But like I said, the only thing that I just don't like is everyone should be appreciated for who they are. I would like to be appreciated as myself and what I deliver on the channel. Because what I deliver on the channel is much different than what Spidey does. And Spidey gets a lot of praise in his world of being funny, which is fine. I am very different from Spidey, and I bring very different elements to the game on my side. I'm like, this is what I do. Blank, 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 blank. And I feel like Spidey can't give Kisame, and I can't give Spidey. And the one thing is, like I said before, I just don't like to be judged on somebody else. Like, because we're all different people. Like, I can't say, you know, to whoever's watching, saying, you know, your dad's better than your mom because your dad's this, or your mom's this, or your brother is better than your sister, because because that makes no sense. Like, everyone's different in their own way, and everyone's special in their own way. The end. Then, the last thing is that I am gay. I am openly gay and probably the most subscribed gay YouTuber on YouTube. Vaxicus is the only other gay YouTuber that I know of. And I have gotten many comments, especially within this year. It's probably because Underground has been growing at such a fast rate. I've been getting a lot of people, good and bad people. But a lot of people I've gotten many times where I'm facing people where people are just like faggot, gay noob. I've gotten just my share of mean comments, especially since I was gay. And a good example is if I ever talk to anyone and everyone has a mean thing to say, like I said with step 1, with someone just already not liking me, the first thing is they go from saying, oh, I don't like you, and the immediate thing is, like, if they don't like what they hear, they're like, faggot, gay, I hate you, rotten hell, and I'm like, I don't even want to start with that. Because you want to know something? Growing up, I had a very, very difficult coming out experience. I didn't want to be gay at a very young age, and I was very unhappy. People will tell you that know me that in the beginning I dated girls, and I struggled with it. I struggled with it, and I was not happy. And people don't know that about me. But I don't tell people because it's no one's business but my own. But you want to know what it is? I'm making this video for the people that like the video. The people that, you know those people that I say, oh, 800 likes? You know the 800 people that click this video and like it are the people that I would upload this for and express how I feel. Because those are the people that deserve to hear me. And the thing is, growing up, I didn't feel happy. And Yama, when I met him, Mike, I fell in love with him. I fell in love with him because he was everything that I wanted in a partner. And I love him so much. And he made me a better person. And through all of that, I never, even before Yama, because I even said it to Spidey. One day, me and Spidey were walking home, and I said this to Spidey, and it's drilled into my brain. I said to him, I am perfectly happy being by myself because I don't need someone else to make me happy, because I just need to be able to do that for myself. And if I even wasn't with Mike, I would be happy. But because I have him, he makes me even happier. And no one's going to make me feel inadequate because I am gay. Because if anyone has tried, it's been me. And I am so fucking happy.